Welcome home, masters and misses. My name is HidoriKuro, and welcome back to more Zenless Zone Zero. The next patch update has finally arrived. We're about to get started into... what was it again? Oh yes, Bury Your Tears with the Past B. The next part of the main story epilogue. We foresaw hardship, but destiny would rather bring an ode to hope. Yeah, this one's going to be focused heavily on Vivian and Hugo. Especially along with that, Vivian is here as our first S-rank Ether Anomaly agent. Luckily, I already have her. I have plenty of pulls, I got real lucky. Not only that, I managed to get set to Mindscape Cinema 6, as well as get Viper to Mindscape Cinema 4, as well as the S-rank physical anomaly, Jane Doe, is out with a rerun. Unfortunately, I'll have to skip her because I'm saving up for any Season 2 agents that might come out. Hopefully, there'll be an Ether Defense agent. But yeah, we're going to be focused on Bury Your Tears with the Past Side B now. And for the looks of our journey here, get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters. I want to try to get this in one video, but it might end up being more than one, probably. I might have to cut. We'll see. If there's a good stopping point and we get far enough into the video, I might do that because I do want to go and
awaiting further instructions.
I'm here.
I would never turn down.
Get some work done for Vivian. I managed to get her at max level. I got her W engine as well as the right drive disc. I maxed out her basic attack and I got her core skills to rank C, and I've maxed out her EX vessel. I need to get these core skills up, and that means having to fight Bringer like 9 freaking times, which is annoying. I really just like fighting Bringer. I really do. But yeah, I want to try to get Vivian as strong as she can be, and it's going to take a lot of material grinding and a lot of Denny's. So, let's get into it, shall we? We need to go talk to Belle. Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. Hopefully. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Yeah, at the end of the last chapter, things kind of went to a head between Hugo and Lycon. We ended up with Lycon, quote-unquote, piercing his heart. But I'm not sure he's completely dead. It seems a bit too easy. I mean, Phantom Thieves have a knack for just disappearing and making certain and leaving no trace. And they didn't see his body. More than likely, he's alive somewhere. We just don't know where. Why, do you want to arrange a time to see Vivian? Let's go meet up with her. Alright then, I'll arrange time with Vivian. You just rest and await my news. Alright then. But yeah, with Hugo gone, Vivian's been having to handle Mockingbird on her own. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but you ended up falling asleep instead. Until you hear something nearby. Huh?
Lord Phaethon.
Is it me the whole time?
Time, let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
Vivian. Time to wake up.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
No, far from it. Bury Your Tears with the Past B.
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in.
Okay, Vivian. One thing. There's 2 Phaethons. We don't need to do these call by our actual name here. Especially since we're trying to keep a low profile. We already have enough people that know we're Phaethon.
I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
Is this really the same girl we met back at the auction? The what pose?
Vivian, are you sure you're awake? That sounded like sleep talk. I'm sure sleeping in that position couldn't have been comfortable either.
No, Lord
I
Vivian.
doubt it was.
I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month.
Oh dear.
Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Vathan.
Why so formal?
Good morning? Why so formal all of a sudden? Sounds like you're about to make an announcement.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel.
It did cause quite an eruption on internet.
It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Who could have done that? The only ones that knew or even heard Hugo mention that was us, Vivian, Lycon, and say what was that guy's name from the Ravenlock family again? It's on the tip of my tongue. What was that douchebag's name? Fuck, I can't remember. No, wait, there was one person. Someone from the Exaltists was there hiding. She may have been the one that did it, that leaked it out, probably. Could it be Hartman? Hartman, that's what his name was.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn.
That doesn't make sense. You would think that being associated with a Phantom Thief group would put you in the bad graces of Tops.
To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
And I have absolutely no problems with that. Hartman deserves all that heat. I hope he gets burned from it.
Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain.
I mean, at this point, it may as well be the story.
Tops is hosting an industry summit this week. A responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute.
And due to it, because the Ravenlocks are pretty much in a very bad situation right now, and trying to put them in charge of a grand event like that would not be a good idea.
If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
But he won't just give up like that.
Based on our past experience with Hartman, he's not the type to sit back and let anyone mess with his power or interests.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
That's right. With that in his hands, he knows what'll happen.
Sorry for interrupting. Can I borrow Wise for a minute?
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
Wait! Don't go outside,
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Vathan. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Thank goodness Vivian didn't walk out the main door. Lycon's been pacing around outside for like half an hour and scared off at least 5 customers.
Oh dear.
He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian. But he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first?
I'll go talk to him.
Sure, I'll go talk to him. At the end of the day, we're all after the same enemy. As proxies, we should become the bridge between them.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be good for Lycon and Vivian to interact right now. Despite the fact they were technically on the same side.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Morning,
Good
Lycon.
morning. Belle just let me know you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes. It's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety.
Again?
However,
Already?
before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger.
Right, I'm pretty sure he was just playing up an act, trying to do the whole deceive enemies, you need to deceive your allies type of thing. And he had to make it look real, so he didn't say anything to us or Vivian about it. I'm certain he cares about Vivian. It's just things didn't play out the way, probably didn't play out the way he wanted it to. Or if it did, it played out in a way that kinda had a different effect than he was probably hoping for.
I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made, or lose faith in the path she chose.
See, actually, it's pretty normal today.
Vivian doesn't seem down at all. In fact, she's been actively gathering intel. I think she's handling this with even greater calm than I am. If you're feeling bad about what happened with Hugo, it might be a good idea to talk to Vivian directly. From what I've seen, she's not as fragile as you might think.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Sure.
Sure. But just to be clear, I'm staying neutral and not picking sides. You both have your own stance on this. As a proxy, I'll do my best to help facilitate honest communication.
I respect that. Thank you.
Okay. You return to the video store with Lycon. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction to Lycon's arrival.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, so he knows Hugo isn't dead, or at least he has an inkling that he might be alive.
You're right.
I'm glad you guys are on the same page. But why do I feel like I'm being left in the dark?
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
We'll think about
Belle,
it.
Vivian, and I need to think this through carefully with everything at stake. It's not a decision we can make lightly.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Why, so we talk to the mayor? The sacrifices are still threats, and there is the matter of their teacher. Hopefully we'll get some more about her. True, at the moment our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We don't know much else. Though we can get someone to help investigate, it'll take a significant amount of time, and time is something we can't afford to waste. So working with the mayor is a good option. What do you think, Vivian? As a member of Mockingbird, would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with. At the moment, at least. Alright, now let's go see Lycon. At least he's willing to work with them. That's better than nothing. It seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Let's talk to the mayor. Of course, please rest assured when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an Exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices.
What?
The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the Exaltist in Janus Quarter back then, but it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major Exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the Exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Already passed away.
The leader of the Exaltists in Janus Quarter died a few years back. They haven't been active since. Could it be that Hartman was just acting on his own?
No, it wouldn't be that simple. It has to be something else.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Someone from Tops?
Is it possible it's someone from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
That makes more sense. But what's in it for Tops? What did they gain from this?
What's in it for Tops?
What could they possibly gain from turning people into sacrifices? That's something I'm not understanding.
There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
Okay, I see now. They would turn it into a scandal or an inside job. They would cause the chaos and end up making themselves look like the heroes, but at the price of everyone else. And they reap the rewards and raking in the money for themselves, while everyone else is stuck at the bottom, having to scrounge and do whatever they can to survive, even if it means sticking hands with the devil.
The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while Tops comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
Okay.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked.
Okay, so it's probably still one that Exaltist lady.
And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name.
She's not buying it. Though, if I was in her position, I wouldn't either. Honestly, I do trust the mayor. He seems like an alright person. Not to mention he has close ties with their teacher, Weissenfeld's teacher, so we know he can be trusted.
Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant.
Of course there are more than one.
Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work.
Does it now?
You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Void Hunter? It's not Miyabi, is it?
Really? A Void Hunter rank special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This affects a lot of ordinary people in New Eridu. We'll do our best.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. I am glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are certain we successfully recovered the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Lycon leaves thereafter. Quite fate then, so we head out now. Let's go. Alright, we got Vivian with us, and from what I can tell,
Ready and
she
waiting.
needs another anomaly agent and another ether agent.
Awaiting further instructions.
To be honest, I'm
here.
kind
Is it time
of
for
lacking
coffee?
in ether.
But pick
in-
me, and I promise.
Don't look at me.
I'm kind of lacking in anomaly agents because the only ones I have are Bernice and
If you need help,
Piper.
call me anytime.
So sleepy.
But I'm not sure they have enough synergy for that.
One,
Need something?
Want to see the red scarf?
Ready and waiting.
Time for some hard labor?
So instead, what
I'm here.
has
Ready
been
and
working
only the
with,
brave will win. That's
I can only
me.
have 2 agents. Okay, so far the only ones,
we fighting?
Let's fire it up.
the 2 characters that I have seen that work best with her, that I've used so far is Caesar and
Help me.
Astra.
Is it time?
Is the concert starting?
Luckily, both their disabilities can work with each other. Astra can work in anomalies, and Vivian can work with ether agents, so this will work. And we have Robin for our Bang Boo, so we should be good. Astra can handle the outfield support while Vivian deals in the close range on-field damage. Character intro, Vivian. After activating EX special attack, Vivian will automatically enter the fluttering frog state. During the state, tap attack to unleash basic attack fluttering frog suspension. Afterwards, when any squad member's EX special attack hits a target, Vivian will perform basic attack further bloom against them.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Just go like this, and
Oh, Lord Phaethon.
that's what does on outfield EX damage on her own already. So with Vivian, it ends up being a lot of ether damage all at once. A lot of corruption damage so quickly. Here it is.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltists decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen. Oh, we're not alone in here.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the two Tops employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire.
Hopefully he'll get burned. He deserves it. And more.
She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who's this she you're talking about?
Vivian, you seem a bit frazzled. Who's this she you keep bringing up?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with.
It's probably that lady that's been working behind the scenes with everything.
That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet.
What kind of history do you have with them?
So, Lord Vathan, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I'll stop asking.
Sure, I'll stop asking. What's more important than an unspoken past is the person standing in front of me now. As for everything else, we can talk about it whenever you're ready to share.
Lord Vathan, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
Please don't.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now.
Right.
I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
Robin?
Don't underestimate me.
The Storming Sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be? And how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for New Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
I knew I had for a cargo truck.
Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
I hear another one. Where is it? Is it above?
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
Yep, here it is. take this one too?
Nothing here either.
It's just who's finding all
Are we
these
too
before we
late?
are. How do you even know where they were before we found them?
There's...
It's her. She's the one that's been sneaking around.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Sis!
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then!
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice. And I've made mine.
Oh boy.
One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. Noise attracts some materials. Even though you have many questions, dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Phaethon, watch out!
You got this.
I'll tell you what that was about later.
Easy, thank you.
Let's take care of the ethereals first. Don't touch me.
Oh, I love that after effect.
You better not get my track.
Alvin? After fighting off the ethereals, you search for a long time but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the Hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings.
You've been gone forever. Did you run into any trouble?
You could say that.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
Trying to keep us from taking them.
Why would the Exaltists go after the sacrifices?
I saw it too, but I can't figure out why the Exaltists would do this.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Wait, what did I miss? Why do you know so much about the Exaltists, Vivian?
I'm going to take a wild guess to say that she used to be one of them, but had to leave for some reason.
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation.
We can do both. Comfort you and understand the situation, because clearly you need it.
We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you.
Please do. Please do.
I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
I will take that challenge.
Absolutely. If you're feeling down, we'll be here for you.
Okay, back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me.
Right, they were talking about Hartman and his association with TOPS.
They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died.
Mining accidents?
The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried.
They're definitely hiding something. They're going through this much trouble and money to keep things under the radar.
But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
Sounds sketchy. It sounds beyond sketchy.
That sounds sketchy. Do you think those accidents were faked?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents.
They were probably silenced.
I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Let's go together.
Sure. Let's go together.
They're starting to one conspiracy after another, all of it surrounding the Exaltists and the sacrifices, with Hardman and TOPS being involved at the same time. You arrive at Luminous Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Lord Phaethon, let's head out as soon as you're ready. Let's go now.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
Wait, Rain? It's her? We keep running into you.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? So you're the old friend Vivian was talking about?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon?
Oh dear.
No, I mean, you actually know Wise is Lord Phaethon.
Yes.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them.
Right, the whole twin ballerinas thing.
I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested in that.
No. Let's hear it. Actually, no. We're on important stuff right now. We can hear it later.
Why are you all tense? Right. Lord Phaethon lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol.
Is it Astra? It's totally Astra, isn't it? Come on, you can tell us.
Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I think I know that black cat.
I think I know that black cat. It hangs around our shop now.
Inky, right?
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
For now.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
But you did.
Huh? What's wrong?
Rain, Vivian said you might have some intel for us. Should we get into that first?
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark.
I think they were taken into the Hollow.
More than likely to be silenced. That sounds like something they would do.
And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter.
Probably to make sure none of them got out.
I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Any more leads?
Okay, we'll take a look around. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're not so sure of?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh?
I'm curious too. Is there someone more that you like more than us? Is there someone you actually put on a higher pedestal than your flawed faith in, Vivian? Come on, you can tell us.
But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions he knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life, so you follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
I shall be doing the exact opposite.
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Big guy? One Denny Boo? How many people do you know that we know? Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. The next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you two? You know each other. Yep, this little guy is Lucky Boo. My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of this Bang Boo either. Yeah, that guy, really terrible. Then this little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, he could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever. All I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. Yeah, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 dennies, just enough to buy a battery. It only cost 100 Good lord, that boss was terrible. So that's where the 100 denny Bang Boo battery came from. Honestly, you got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned. Bet 1 Denny Boo. Give Denny. Wow, so you have found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Better not expose him. If you need me for something, I'm happy to help. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kind of trying to hide where there aren't many people around? Let me think. I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. Could it mean the Outer Ring? I don't think 1 Danny Boo can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sand pit up ahead. Lord Phaeton, let's go take a look. Did I help? Yep. Yay! I'm so happy. I want to keep helping. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to. Let's wait to get there soon. Sure thing, Danny.
Aww, one Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too.
I'm meeting quite a lot of... wait.
I knew Lord Phaeton was the best in the whole world.
I'm meeting quite a lot of acquaintances. It seems that the person reigning when Danny Boo were talking about. Lord Phaeton, please stand back. I cannot be certain if you'll end up doing something extreme, considering his current mental state. I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore.
This is definitely one of the workers.
Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go.
Easy. We're not with the Ravenlocks. Quite the opposite, actually.
I don't know anything. I swear. I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them.
What do you mean?
It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family, but you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow.
Something tells me that's not what those pills were for.
But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands.
Oh God.
They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
A blonde guy?
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands.
Ugh, I got more reason to want to slap Hartman across the face. With a spiked glove.
Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I
think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur.
Just one caused him to do all that? What the hell did they make him take?
I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
You and Vivian contact Lycon, the mayor representing and let's work with me. The mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping agrees to protect the co-worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives and takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. You're remarkably calm.
Sometimes I wonder if you've had some kind of special training, Vivian. No matter who you're up against, you seem to analyze the pros and cons and make a judgment in no time.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. I wondered.
What?
Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
That's kind of hard to imagine.
It's hard to picture that. My first impression of you was pretty assertive.
Yeah, you are completely different from how we first met you. Though, then again, it's probably because you were pretty close to us now.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain,
it's quite a coincidence that you two know each other and are actually close. You even know one Denny Boo. That surprised me. We might have crossed paths without even realizing it.
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Quite a lot. Let's start with the Red Fang Gang.
Looking back, it feels like I've been through a lot lately. Belle and I even lost our Phaethon account. It's a long story, starting with how the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang Gang.
As you walk along the river by Luminous Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she's been to places where they took place. She'd been to the chaotic hollow of the Camellia Golden Week. She has her favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia, and she even received her star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for rescuing Bang Boo. You're amazed at the coincidences of life in New Eridu, and how your paths have crossed so many times without realizing it. After a long chat, it's time for a meal.
It should be around this area. Belle told me there's a highly rated store here.
Vivian?
Lord Phaethon!
What's wrong?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
Huh?
It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side.
Oh.
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
I absolutely love when they make these still image shots. Like, this is still like something you would see on a canvas. It's amazing. Like, the art team, I think I've said this before, but the art team cooks with this. Like, I feel like they just give them a blank check and just say, go wild. And then they just come out with stuff like this. It's amazing.
I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me, whether they knew me or not. Everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Me?
Huh? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
So what exactly did the comment say?
So, I have to ask, what exactly did I say in that reply?
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Don't you tease us like that.
You're putting my memory to the test.
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker, as if eager to share the stories of the past, both the good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the paths he has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Oh.
Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Got it. That was a nice moment we shared. So basically, Vivian was at her lowest, and that a single comment from Weiss pretty much brought her back from the brink. Now I see what you meant by we saved her. I thought it was something like we helped her out in a mission or something like that, but this was a better option. This was better, I feel like. Felt a bit more personal.
Wise, you're back. Looks like Lycon's tied up with something. He said I should just chill until you're back, and then we can talk online. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people.
Oh, crap.
We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
If they get their hands on it, we'll never get it back. And there's no telling what'll come from that. You know, aside from tragedy.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
Leave it to us.
All right, we'll get there right away.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands.
Oh, you're not gonna come with us?
The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Lord Phaeton, we'll head out as soon as you're ready. We must obtain the sacrifice core before Hartman does. Let's get going.
Ready and waiting.
Touch me. Ooh, we really harmonize.
And we're meeting this Void Hunter there. So that'll probably end up being our third party member. Probably, I don't know. More than likely, he's probably going to garner the same attention from the fan base as Miyabi did. Because Miyabi is, like, one of the strongest anomaly characters in the game. I wish I could have gotten her, but I was saving up for someone else at the time. There's Camille, too. And Hartman.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important?
Yes.
Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina.
Lady Dina? Who's this?
I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
Probably the option to live?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man.
Oh, he wants to get fucked up. Oh, he wants to get fucked up.
It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core?
Could be bait and switch, or a trap of some kind.
And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who is Dina? We're finding about a new character already.
So this Dina they were talking about, is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of.
Kind of?
Lord Phaethon, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I'm guessing it's more lore that you're hesitant to tell us about. Okay, that's fine. I've planned a route already.
I've mapped out a shorter route, but there will be ethereals along the way. I'll leave the fighting to you, Vivian.
I like how we've gotten accustomed to being in the Hollows and personally, instead of just having to send EOS. Do I like EOS?
Don't worry, Lord Phaethon. You are in capable hands. Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaethon! Change his mind. Yes! Don't touch me.
Love it.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Oh, I hate fighting these things.
Before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaethon.
Is there a carpet truck nearby? Don't hear one, so I guess not. There's one of these here.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaethon.
Will do.
Together, Lord Phaethon. Don't touch me.
Ow, ow, ow.
Don't touch me.
Why Asa went down here helping us?
Stay away from me.
Robin?
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing.
I'm not surprised.
This is our chance. Let's hurry.
Hartman seems like the type of person that would be hard to
No matter
negotiate
who has
with.
the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
I'm pretty sure it's dangerous regardless of who has it.
Hand over what's in the box.
Alright there, fellas.
Or we do this the hard way.
Please choose the hard way. I would very much like to feed you guys to the
You
ground.
sure talk big, little girl.
I'll take the mic.
Let's see if you can get past me first.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
Get past out quick.
Lord Vathan, the box is empty.
Shit.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here?
Shit.
Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Wait, you don't know where it is?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Oh crap, we all got played. Then who has the core? Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Who the hell are you?
Vivian, it's been ages.
That's Dina?
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
And suddenly I want to kill her.
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
And I want to throttle her.
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
She wasn't even supposed to meet him?
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
What?
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake.
Unless he gave you a fake one.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina pushes Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound of one of her subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground, screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying.
And I want to throw off a building! This is a sadistic bitch!
The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
See, Hugo must have switched them before he fell.
So, the real core...
It's with Hugo.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors? Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
And I want to door into a wood chipper!
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you!
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again!
Maybe because you're a crazy psychotic bitch that needs to be put down, clearly.
You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
We can't give what we don't have, and even if we did have it, we still wouldn't give it to you.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Clearly.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Why did I know you were going to make that conclusion? As Cena finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hardman rushes to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. Shit.
More ethereals are coming.
Take care of them regardless.
Don't you know? It might try stirring the cake.
I actually have not used her special at all.
No chance to get out of this. The wind is turgid today.
I'm going to be closer to the Astro.
Stay away from me.
Ouch.
Find cover. Ambush.
Oh boy. Oh crap.
Idiot.
Ow. That's right. Robin.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon.
There's still more of them. And it's these things no less.
There are so many.
Huh?
It's ink.
Whoa.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict.
Whoa.
If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now.
Okay, thank you. Okay then. Goddamn.
Finally, peace and quiet. You must be wise, right?
Yes.
Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
You are...
May I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
Yishuan.
Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Are you the investigator?
So, you're the investigator the mayor mentioned.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Guidance?
Guidance? What does that mean exactly?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
East Wind leaves after saying this, while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Let's leave the hollow first.
You don't look so great. Let's get out of here and figure things out later.
Ugh. Well, that was an ordeal.
Lord Vathan, are you going to rest now?
Are you feeling down?
I can head back later, Vivian. You seem a bit off since we left the Hollow.
If you want to talk, I'm here to listen.
If you want to talk about what's bothering you, I'm here. Sometimes it helps to get it out.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long.
Obviously, that's not the case. You clearly have no control over what happens. All you see is what's about to happen. It's not like you cause it.
Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows. So all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people.
Bunch of lies, probably.
After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine.
The medicine was probably not medicine at all.
Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
She started getting jealous. Was the blessing medicine the sacrifice serum?
Was that blessing medicine the same sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists.
Jesus.
The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day.
Because she knew what the blessings were.
That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go!
Vivian, what's happening?
Your father's going crazy, that's what's happening.
Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
Oh, shit.
No, I was just...
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you?
Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up...
I just don't want to lose my father.
You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
And any sympathy I had in this moment is gone. Her voice trembles as she shares her past stories.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
Don't think like that.
No, you're not the one causing trouble. Whatever went down with the Exaltist, it was Landon who was pulling the strings.
He was just exploiting the omens.
As for Dina and Camille, they knew the truth and they made their choice. The hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. Not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like those two do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself, Vivian. From what I can see, you're handling the sacrifice crisis pretty well on your own. Besides, you told me you really like who you've become. I hope that you can believe in that, at the very least.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
I try. Just come to me whenever you need.
Not just today. Whenever you're feeling down, know that I'm here for you.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted.
I was telling you that.
I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectibles he gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you awake, it's almost noon. Weiss, Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. You seen something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we were simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Weiss, if you have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. I think we're going to do that later. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. All I know is I love Vivian more than I already did before, and she needs a hug. Lots of hugs. I'm getting over the whole word faith and obsession thing with her. She deserves to be happy. And if the core that Hartman had was fake, Hugo must still have it on his person, wherever he is. I really do not think he's actually dead. And I really don't like Dina. I do not. I don't care. Whatever happens to her, she's getting what's coming to her. Hartman too. Somehow, I actually hate her more than Hartman. I didn't think that was possible, but here we are. But anyway, that's going to be it for today, Masters and Misses. I will be back soon with the rest of this epilogue. Until then, we hope to see you again soon.